over 70 years, one name has stood for history, legacy, and tradition in professional wrestling. And the centerpiece of that legacy is the original lineal heavyweight championship of the world, the one that started them all, known to many as the 10 pounds of gold. Now, by popular demand, you can have your very own symbol of excellence, as the NWA has teamed up with Fandu Belts to bring you the official replica of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This meticulously handcrafted belt is available in two options: the original pre-2021 Glory, as well as the updated version featuring the UK plate. Own the granddaddy of them all, the 10 pounds of gold. To order, visit fandubelt.com/NWA.
Tuesday night, former tag team partners Ruthie J and La Rosa Negra settle their differences in an empty arena match. The Southern Six's Alex Taylor defends his NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship, and the Dade Memorial Heavyweight Tournament gets personal as the number 8 seeded Colby Corino collides with the number 1 seeded Thrillbilly Silas Mason. Watch NWA Power Tuesdays at 6:05 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on X.
Corino Del Mar here for the new NWA Official Wrestling Magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click Magazine.
Look at that. That is on the screen, and I didn't do it this time. So that's not on me.
Gary.
Let's just look at this. Let's just look at this.
Look at this. Look at the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance that'll be here. And here being Philadelphia, a place that none of us are in currently. May 17th, the Crockett Cup 2300 Arena. And you can get your tickets at NWALiveEvents.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tournament that is unlike any other. It is the most prestigious tag team tournament in all of the land. It's the Crockett Cup tournament. And we know already, let's just click on some more things here. We know what the number 1 seed is going to be in this. And it makes perfect sense because Knox and Murdoch, the NWA World Tag Team Champions, they are going to be the number 1 seed in the Crockett Cup. But oh wait, that's just one thing we know about this. We could also decipher a few other things, some of the names, some of the faces, Southern Six, Blunt Force Trauma. You'll notice the new graphic, though. Not only does it have WWE superstar Natalya, who will be in action, her first time in an NWA ring, ladies and gentlemen. We know the main event.
Not true.
We know the main event. Tom Latimer will defend the 10 pounds of gold against the man-beast Rhino in a building that Rhino knows very well, the 2300 Arena. Once upon a time, wasn't just the home of ROH on HDNet when I filmed there. No. It was the home of Extreme Championship Wrestling. Will we see history be made in Philadelphia? Ladies and gentlemen, NWALiveEvents.com. How's everybody doing? .com.
I'm doing good.
Gary, you're in the shadows. You're in the shadows, Gary.
I don't know what. Yeah, my wife.
Alex Misery's in the house. He's in the house.
Oh no.
Alex is inside your house. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. So I just had to speak up because I know my my wrestling nerds out there would have a problem with that. That Natalya has been in an NWA ring.
What, NWA Cyberspace or something in 2000 or something?
Yeah. Was that the Lightning One era? Was that NWA proper? Was that something that everybody
that's canon, Gary?
Yeah, Gary.
Oh, okay. Well,
Captain America's never actually been a zombie. It's not canon.
Oh, okay. So it was like an alternate universe.
I don't know if that was specifically for Kyle. He's gonna go get Zombie Captain America. Right?
I don't know if
no. I have a Captain America back here though. I got 2 of them.
Or does that mean that me and Kyle's NWA history
You mean to tell me I never managed the tag team champions, Gary?
That's not
we still acknowledge Adam Pierce, don't we? We still acknowledge Ryan. God, I love that.
Gary, the Mid-American Television Champion.
I love that thing.
He held it for like two years, and I don't know that anybody knew.
Gary, are we just going to be showing up? Oh,
we have such sights to show.
Hey, get out of here with that thing, Pinhead. Come on. Unless you can make Ashley Lawrence pop out of that thing.
I'm going to get us the biggest live stream ever by solving this puzzle box tonight.
We're waiting for him to pull out the Necronomicon next. I'm like, oh, now we're really.
I don't have a copy of the Necronomicon, but I totally should.
You should. You should get that. We'll sell it at the merch store.
That's right.
All right. You know, the other week, someone complained that we didn't have any territory stuff. So I was just making sure at the last minute here that I was uploading some territory upcoming show graphics because I want to make sure that the viewers, the peeps, are Monday nights. I don't know what the hell this is.
I
have 2 days.
Yeah,
Tommy
I have
Rich
around
level.
the territories to upload, so I'll do that too. So because they asked for it last week, and I promised, so I'll make sure we have that before the end of the show. You get around the territories.
God knows somebody should live up to their promises. I'm the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Ron Bass. Hi, Ron Bass.
That's not what it says, Tommy, though. I don't know. What is this?
I don't know what to believe here.
Ron dropped that belt, though, like in 85 or something.
It's at NWNationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Click the ticket button, and you can see all the shows that are happening. I don't know why we have to play the 20-second video every show for around the territories. It's on the website. You can see right there. You can buy your tickets. You can
Fun fact about
Joe has vetoed the video, so
Joe is very contentious in public.
Joe don't get out.
Private.
We have it this time. We didn't have it last week.
I'm having to shrink it. The file was a little bit bigger. I forgot to upload it, but I did have it saved. Like I cut it out just for this specific reason. So it's going to take a few seconds. But
all right, that's fine. We're waiting on bated breath for these shows that are not tomorrow.
Don't throw all of Gary's hard work into the Joe G's had a day today.
We'll have to add that to the checklist that we've been working on.
Yeah.
I sent you a checklist email. You didn't even read it.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. I've been working since 8 o'clock this morning, and when everybody starts sending things after 6 hours of day that I'm already working, we're already at the back end where I'm like, okay, now people are starting to do the stuff. Danny Dealz, I appreciate it. You sent it. I appreciate that, and I'm going to look it over. Just not right now because the podcast, it's taking precedent. You know what else takes precedent? Tomorrow night, NWA Power, 6:05 p.m. Eastern or 5:05 p.m. if you're in Central Time or time zone, whatever. I'm a New England brother. It's fine.
Black Bart took the national title from Ronnie Garvin. It was actually one of the last angles on Georgia Championship before it was bought by Vinnie Mac.
And then we got Doc Stinson in the chat here who's throwing out numbers. There we go. Welcome back, and welcome back to you that want to be a part of NWA Power tomorrow night, 6:05 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on X, because do we have a show?
Rose is the only one to be happy in that photo.
Rose is one of the only people that's happy ever. That they all look super intense.
Everybody else looks like they got bad catering.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, have you ever been around Thrillbilly? The smells that come out of him. No wonder Alex Taylor looks.
That's why he's more excited about it than everybody
true.
else.
And he's also excited to defend the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. He's going to be going against the spectacular Slade. El Jefe himself has helped him procure this title match. Is Slade going to finally be a champion in the NWA? If you follow him on social media, sure as hell seems like he's got the drive, he's got the determination, he's got the dedication. He puts in the reps, as the kids say. And Alex Taylor, well, he puts in the reps too.
I think we're going to have to get a scale for Slade there, Kyle. I don't know that
he's on the cusp, baby.
He's close.
Kobe's point here about the replay of Crockett Cup 2022 over the weekend was fun. Some of the talents that were there at the time would be welcomed back by me. I've been preaching this since day one that I've been here, that you have no idea who's going to be the next to blow up. The talents you're seeing on NWA Power right now are going to be the talent in a year or 2 or 3 that you're like, man, I love those. I can't believe they got their start on NWA Power. So a lot of those people in Crockett Cup 2022 that you're wishing would come back. Yeah, I mean,
I tell AT all the time I'm going to name drop him when he's in the E eventually.
Yeah,
That's
people
true
just
there,
doubt.
Bobby Stinson. That's true. He will never lose it.
Well, we're going to have to find out, because one of the deals is that Alex Taylor wants to actually beat the Danny Hodge record. He's got thousands a day to go, though. I mean, who knows?
Danny Hodge is like 4,100 and something or whatever.
I really do feel like that was one night that AT was just out there drinking with Thrill and Kerry Morton, and he's just like, hey, man, 4,000 days. I could do that. That's easy. Like, let's wait and find out. Oh, Alex Misery says, you're so lucky it's daytime, folks. It is horror movie rules. Alex Misery cannot come out during the day.
He's going to hate the summer, Gary. You can't unless you got a tree you can hide in.
He's an umbrella. Do we have an umbrella?
Have to build him a little misery house out there or
we
something.
Need NWA umbrellas. I'm going to add that to the checklist.
Bucket hats.
You're really.
Oh, I got to work on that, Joe. I do. I got to get an image that works with it, though.
Mm.
You know, while we're talking, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this is some real talk here. I'm adding it to the merchandise checklist.
What? Umbrellas?
Umbrellas and
bucket hats.
I had a hard time with willow umbrellas, buddy. I don't know if we're going to sell an umbrella to anybody else.
Well, we're talking about all that stuff. Let me take a second just real quick, too, to put over Danny Dealz and all the hard work you're doing in the shop right now. And as a matter of fact,
oh my God, that was like Kyle Davis.
We got to pay for feet pics. If anybody wants to see Danny Dealz' feet, you got to put a super chat in.
That's it.
Nobody screenshot that.
I got beer stuff.
Full 4 deals get you 20% off in the shop all week long. Thanks to your boy,
stuff, Gary.
Danny Dealz.
Should I start taking pictures of Danny's feet when he's sleeping when we're at shows and just posting them? Then I'd be like, what the hell? Those are my feet.
I never sleep. I'm always awake.
It's true. Every time I get to the lobby, you're just saying, hey, brother, what's going on? Oh, yeah, there you go. Good time driving out there, kids. All right.
I mean, there's the old stuff that you've seen before. You know, like these are still cool. Like they got the claw. I love that. And this shirt we introduced last week, which is pretty sick.
I'm wearing a shirt that's actually a reprint that was available that I got at Hard Times.
La Princesa.
So, oh, that's a good shirt right there.
Look at that.
That's a hot
shirt. Got a bueno.
And look at this. I love the 10 pounds of gold fanny pack.
That's almost gone.
Unfortunately, it's not big enough to fit the 10 pounds of gold in, because that would be like wearing a hat on a hat.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Old school royalty, the Colby Corino shirt.
Fantastic shirt.
Jack, Kyle's nephew.
Yeah, but
he's my boy.
But you did send me some new pics, so I'm gonna show those here. How about this hat? We just saw it live. Yeah, this hat's balling. I love that. That's great. Look at the socks. Honestly, socks are pretty sick.
Is that a trucker hat?
Those.
Yeah, it's a white background. It's hard to tell in the image. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. You also sent me this just to remind everybody. La Rosa Negra's shirt will be in action tomorrow night on NWA Power. Let's just transition that one real quick in between there, as she is going to be going against her former Caribbean Flow tag team partner, the woman who turned her back on her, who blames her for everything that Ruthie J could never actually accomplish on her own or in a tag team. Ruthie J, La Rosa Negra. It is an empty arena match, and I know what you're thinking. Why is an empty arena match? Well, William Patrick Corrigan, NWA president, is so concerned that this is going to get out of hand that he has mandated that we aren't allowed in the building during this match. Fans aren't allowed in the building in this match. We're going to tape it before the show even airs, because here's the thing. If something happens, we need to be able to edit out the bad stuff in case this crosses the line. So, in fact, who knows what's going to air tomorrow night as far as this match goes?
That's it. Might just be like color bars.
Not even air at all.
If it gets real nasty,
color bars.
We'll have to pull
anyway,
out.
La Rosa Negra, get her shirt.
Color,
Ruthie J murders her during the match.
Look at what Danny Dealz has been doing in the shop with these shirts. Getting back on track. Look at that.
Right there. It's sold out.
Yeah, the old power stackable. I love that. That's good. And then also you're doing the same thing with the logo shirts. I dig that.
Yeah.
Gary's favorite move in the
springtime.
Springtime.
Got to have some color. Springtime.
You got that. Yep. Look, even Kenzie Page rocking the different colors there with her.
Now that original Kenzie shirt sold out, so I just decided to make some more.
Oh, okay. So look at that. And also, reminder, the Thrill Ride is there. He's going to be in action tomorrow night. We'll talk more about
available
that
again. That's sold out too, so we made that available again too.
Yeah, the Country Gentlemen have a shirt there. If you want to have a Bullhead Ranch shirt, you got one of those. How about this? Staying on the topic of Southern Six, though, with Throwbilly, they don't make them like this anymore.
Kyle's favorite.
Yeah, one of those shirts now. That's nice. And then, of course, because some of you people love them, some of you seem to hate them, but the Slime Balls sell shirts. So they now, on top of that beautiful T-shirt that just keeps selling, it's baseball season. Look at that. You got a Slime Balls baseball jersey.
I thought that was actually a baby onesie.
I guess it could be if you wanted.
Yeah,
and I was just remembering, I hate wasting clothing, and before I had a falling out with the Southern Six, I had one of those handy dandy Southern Six shirts, so I had to modify it the other day so I could wear it at the gym. But look at this. Isn't that a great idea, folks? Just wear, in case you have a shirt of people you don't like anymore, you just gotta find a way, and then you just get smart with a Sharpie. Look at that. Southern Six. No, I don't think so.
Did you do the cancel thing?
Yes.
You know who would really appreciate that? Somebody like Colby Corino. Isn't that right, Gary?
I agree, because Colby Corino is going to be in action tomorrow night.
So many
he
segues.
takes on Thrillbilly Silas Mason. This is huge. Colby Corino coming in at the number 8 seed. Had to wrestle an extra match, as a matter of fact. Went over Sam Adonis, and now he gets to go up against the number 1 seed in the tournament. But I don't have to tell you all about that.
No, so it sounds like you're saying he earned his spot.
He earned his spot, and he can tell you about it. Because we're going to bring on Colby Corino. He's here with us right now.
Look at that beard.
Colby's here.
Howdy, guys.
How beard. That beard is fantastic.
Colby came, and you didn't show Baby Kylie's shirt. You just put Colby on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted the Baby Kylie. There's the Baby Kylie shirt. Hot, talented history maker. You feel good? That's available
the real
in the shop too.
Kylie Page.
The last time she was on the show, she berated me for like 45 minutes. So
that's all right.
That was our highest rated episode.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to throw shade, but if you've been watching NWA Power, it does kind of seem like she's trying to pick on other people's guys. Just putting that out there.
Watch out, Colby.
Interesting.
I know you're an honest man.
Yeah, watch out. She's looking to steal men from other people.
This is like evil Kobe. You have the playoff beard going. You know what I mean? Like,
no, this is Grizzle Colby.
All right, don't get hot. All right,
got the Prince of old school.
Grizzled Young Vet is copyrighted.
Yeah. If you had a headband, you'd look like a young George South.
Do you have a Latimer shirt on? What is that?
I have a Latimer and George South.
Yes, I was going to say.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
We just wrestled on Sunday. Or was it Saturday, Colby?
No.
Defended against
Saturday, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. They just wrestled on
defended against George South.
And that was your first match in the modern NWA era, was it not? You versus George South.
It was.
Circle squared.
Look at that.
Look at that. Full
Unfortunately,
circle squared.
Sorry for the spoilers, but George South did not win the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. But it was a great match.
It's so close.
It happens.
It's crazy.
That's a tough man to beat. But
maybe,
you want to beat him.
Maybe in the next decade.
Because you're in the Dane Memorial Tournament, and you're fighting against your old foe, Silas Mason. Y'all had the match at 76. I don't think it went the way that you particularly wanted it to. Big rematch coming up this Tuesday. What's going to be different this time, Colby?
Well, I know maybe I shouldn't be jumping off the ropes as much as I should have, because every time I do, he catches me. But it's kind of it's different wrestling in the heavyweight division. You gotta it's a less high flying style. You gotta adapt to be more grounded, and obviously I'm a bit smaller of a person, so with everyone being basically bigger than me, it kind of creates a different dynamic in the tournament.
I find it pretty inspiring that you are still entering yourself into this heavyweight tournament. You're determined to get to that 10 pounds of gold. And you are, I mean, you are former NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, but that's not your goal now. Now your goal is the heavyweight championship. That's a big step. What drove you to want to do that?
Well, I mean, I feel like it's obvious. It's just like, it feels like destiny because my dad was the world heavyweight champion, and I just want to follow in his footsteps. Not only just follow in his footsteps, but like walk past those and create my own footsteps and make the legacy even bigger for the Corinos and not just be Steve Corino's kid. I want people to look at it as like Steve Corino's Colby Corino's dad.
Well, you know,
like
coming
that.
up, Crockett Cup is going to be in a building that your father helped made famous. And, you know, I'm just saying, if you win this tournament, #1 contender, there's always the possibility that you could just interject yourself into a world title picture too.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be insane.
You're like, you didn't even think about that. This is why I respect you. You did not get so far ahead that you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you can do that. You're like, first off, got to whoop Thrillbilly's ass and survive that, which I respect.
You can't look past him, right?
We've been in the ring with him before, and I could tell you from personal experience, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want that man to grab you and throw your ass around.
Yeah, I took a thrill ride. It sucked.
Yeah.
I like Thrilly. It was on accident through powder and guy ducked and everything. But yeah, Colby can't look past him, right? You can't look past the old Thrillski.
No, and I mean, Kyle will tell you, he hits pretty hard too. So it's not even just the looking out for him to slam you or anything. It's you got to watch out for those hits.
Also, ridiculous grip strength as of late. I don't know if he's trying to rip it off or what, but man, that man is a strong grip.
What?
I'm just saying, no, he grabbed me by the arm at our last show because I said something, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I was wearing a suit at the time, though, so I was able to pull the office card where do not hit me.
Colby, I think Kyle is secretly trying to hide a little bit of a man crush for you. So he trips over his
It's his
words a
uncle.
little
It's
bit.
Uncle Kyle.
Well, but also Colby, let's not forget it.
Or it could be working
past,
through stress, and I now am about to have
Colby
a stroke.
came out and rescued Kyle.
He did.
Along with Brian Idol from the Southern Six. So, you know, there's that. I think he looks at him as like a hero figure.
Yeah, some people in the chat are excited for you if you can challenge for the title, apparently. We got some Colby Jack people. Buy a shirt if you haven't, by the way. There's a code.
Oh, is that what we call his fans? Or
Yeah.
Colby Jacks?
Yeah, that's it.
But no, the year wasn't to that. We're still talking about what my fans are called.
Hey, Colby, I got a question for you. We're trying to make some new expanses on the NWA Twitch channel, and I'm curious to know you've got a pretty decent Twitch following. I see
You're a celebrity over there. I hear
name stuff over there. What's going on with you and Twitch? Tell me about it.
I've actually been pretty inactive lately. I've been very busy with my wrestling school and running my own wrestling promotion as well as my own wrestling career. So I've been trying to take a step back from streaming. Not like completely done. I still got all the stuff ready to go. Obviously, I'm using the setup tonight and to talk to all y'all.
That's what made me think of it. I was like, I feel like you should be like playing Minecraft or something.
No, I try to stay a little bit more focused lately. And you know, I just felt like it was taking like it got to a point where it felt like I had to do it. Like I was like, oh, these days are coming up at certain times. And like once I'm at that point, I feel like I shouldn't be doing it.
Twitching?
Should be.
Oh, it feels like you're having to clock in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Once it becomes feeling like a job, then no.
So to get ready for Thrillbilly, are you going to go full Rocky IV? Are you going to run up mountains with logs and scream Drago and all that?
I've never seen Rocky IV. I've never seen any of the Rockies, actually.
No Rockies? Oh, Jesus.
I've seen the scene where he runs up the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum.
Yeah, that's cool. The big one.
Not even Rocky III, Mr. T, Thunderlips.
Before my time,
bro. Rocky.
That's your assignment for this evening. That if you watch all of those movies tonight, I guarantee you'll win tomorrow.
It's 7:30.
The whole strategy.
How long are the movies? I don't know if I'll be able to
apiece.
watch them all tonight.
Well, that's what I was thinking when he was talking about doing the Rocky IV training regimen. I was like, it's a little late to ask him if he's going to start that now.
He's got to get a chicken. He's got to start chasing the chicken right now.
You got to catch a chicken.
I got to do the eggs thing, right? I got to start drinking the egg yolks.
Yeah,
you at least got to watch.
Oh, look at that.
You at least got to watch parts.
Alliance Wrestling thinks you need to get your Philly cred revoked for that. You didn't. That's where Rocky.
He is a young man. He is a young man. Doesn't mean you can't watch the classics, but
yeah, he looks older than he is, folks. I don't know.
I've been to the statue. That's got to count for something.
Yeah. Did you run up the steps to get
Lions Wrestling came from the throat right there? Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I think you're fine, Colby. I think you should watch Rocky. They're fun movies, but I don't know.
I like the one where he's got brain damage and he's like, my hands, I can't stop checking my hands.
That's part 5. That one's not.
I know. No, that's why I like it. It's not good.
I don't know if you can make fun of him.
I was just kind of like, that was more sad than anything.
Nah, because I know a guy who talks just like him, and he doesn't have brain damage. So
when that one came out, they had no clue. That was still concussions were still getting your bell rung. So
yeah,
you know what I mean.
And strangely enough, that's not the one with the robot, which you would think that'd be the one with the robot.
No, that's when he had all the money still. Yeah.
Although
There's
it does
a robot in the Rocky movies.
Yes.
Well, Paulie got like a robot servant that like rolled real slow. It was in part 3 when they had tons of money after he beat Apollo and all that. You just got to watch it.
And the reason why Rocky,
Shock, ladies and gentlemen, this is
the reason Rocky Five.
This is my other podcast.
Is because of Death to Smoochie. If you've ever seen Death to Smoochie, it reminds me of Spinner, where there's like an old washed-up boxer who runs a steakhouse, and they'd be like, "Hey, Spinner," he's like, "I'm Spinner. I gotta go check now."
Ask Colby what movies he has watched. That might be short.
Colby,
I saw Land Before Time as a child. And
nobody watches this show thinking it's going to stay on the rails. That disappeared a long time ago.
The rails were at the original Samhain pay-per-view. And Sinister Minister did them.
Oh yeah,
Colby, what do you like to watch in your free time?
I'm a big I like the HBO TV series, like
They're so goddamn good.
Watch White Lotus?
No, I have not yet.
Oh,
this season's weird. This season's weird.
I like to make sure something's done, because otherwise then I get like too sucked into it and then I can't finish it and I get upset that I can't finish it. So
have you watched Ozarks on Netflix? Oh my god, Ozarks is so good.
Ozarks is really good and ends really well.
I've never seen it either.
So,
if you want to watch a good action-packed, sex-induced, just kind of garbage watch that's entertaining, Banshee. Banshee is also damn good.
I know Dealz has seen this one for sure.
What's that?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, of course. What are you talking about?
Oh, who hasn't seen Killer Clowns?
It's a USA Up All Night classic. Old Rhonda Shear.
My girlfriend's favorite horror movie.
Well, let's not go that. Let's not go that.
Jack Nicholson.
No, it is. I listen. She listens to the show. If you want to say she's got poor taste, it's obvious.
I didn't say she got poor taste. I've seen the movie.
She likes
multiple times.
She loves.
I'm going to get us back on track here because I'm actually really curious about something.
Yes.
Corino, you're running the school, so we'll get the plug for the school in a second. But I also want to know, as a professional, how does it make you feel to take on that sort of role as a teacher and a coach? I did it for a short amount of time with Jazz and Rodney at Dog Pound Championship Wrestling here in San Antonio. And I just felt it super rewarding to try to like help mold these, young athletes that want to be stars in the squared circle. So I'm curious to see where your mental perspective is as being a coach at the school. And please give us a plug for anybody who wants to go train.
Oh yeah. So I am the head trainer of the Carolina Wrestling Academy in Newport, North Carolina. Yeah, look us up on social media, CWA Crystal Coast, I think, or something.
Google it, folks.
Yeah, Google it. If you punch it in on Google Maps, I know we pop up. We're that legit, bro.
But how does it feel, like being a coach? How long have you been doing it, and then what are you getting out of it?
I've been coaching for like my kid's like 5, so 6 or 7 years, and it's very rewarding. It's like having more extra kids that I didn't have to raise and that they don't live with you, but you watch them grow up and evolve and just grow as people too, not even just as wrestlers. Like you watch these people that have a lot of like mental blockades, because doing pro wrestling is a very unnatural thing. It's like the most unnatural thing in the world. I always tell them. And training is like, we have to train to be to fight against our instincts and make these unnatural things look natural. So it's like, it's crazy to be able to like see visible progress in people's like mental states and like just them grow as people, not even just in the ring. It's like I have 30 kids.
I always felt like the most rewarding stuff was to like see when it clicks with some kids. I say kids, most of them are adults, but like when something clicks, as far as, you know, especially character development or anything like that, when they finally get something that's there, you know, it's always good to find somebody, you know, they figured out how to do the tiger roll and, you know, take a decent hip toss and stuff like that. But when they can figure out something where they can actually get something to where like, I could be this person and this person can wrestle and this person can draw money, and there's like that epiphany moment for them. Like that's always like, it's few and far between. I feel like that's why it sticks out in my mind for the times where it does happen.
Oh yeah. I haven't had many of my students hit the big time yet. So it's not.
You're working on it. It's not about hitting the big time. It's about doing what you're passionate about. I feel like, you know, 99% of all people that go into a professional wrestling school will not wrestle on WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Or in an NWA ring or any of the other ones that are, you know, on television or whatever. So it's so much more about, you know, finding something within yourself and also doing something that you're passionate about that has an enormous amount of risk. Like if I'm passionate about pickleball, you could just go and play pickleball. And, you know, if you decide you don't want to do it, there's really no harm, no foul. You have to be invested to want to be in the sport of professional wrestling. You have to like, I want this. It's going to hurt. Every day I'm going to be sore. It's going to be expensive for the first several years of me doing it, but God damn it, I'm going to do it. And I feel like
you can drive 200 miles for $10 on a Tuesday.
Exactly. Here's your hot dog and a handshake.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
Folks, those hot dogs aren't even hot.
That's true, Joey G. I used to help Tom and Steve and Plunkett train. And that's true. Sometimes there is the moment where you see it click in some people.
Colby, cool. I'm curious about you with Joe just talking about all that kind of reminded me, you know, you're teaching all these students, but I still feel like in some ways that you are really starting to finally establish your identity. I think that when if we start at the circle squared stuff, that was a totally different world for you, I think. And then like to where you came into the NWA as a regular member of the roster, I think people expected like a more brash, like outspoken, I don't know. Just something different than the Colby Corino I see now. That is the Colby Corino where you finally formed into this person who's like embracing the old school, and even in your look, like with the jacket and the towel and everything, and just like, and you're more, you know, you're not so out there. You're more reserved until you get into the ring. Like you have like you're soft spoken, and then you get the job done inside the ring. Does that make sense? Does that feel like you're still finding yourself, or like or maybe now you finally?
I feel like yourself? It's always a constant progression. I don't think there's ever going to be like a time where I rest on my laurels and I'm like, Colby Corino is complete. But I feel like I've been growing like as a wrestler and whatnot, and honestly, coaching like and helping people explain like the fundamentals and basics of everything. It expands my own knowledge of it, I feel like. It helps me to grow. And then I come to places like NWA where like there's so many veteran presences around that are able to help, that I'm still able to like pull from and like get my my education, so to say. And then I bring that back and share it with everybody.
Speaking about like that, I have a question. I was reminded while watching Power Play this weekend, I had completely forgotten, even though I was there, that you used to run with the Fixers, Colby. What is your relationship with them today?
I can't remember the last time Jay Bradley said hi to me. Me and Wrecking Ball Logursky are pretty cool.
Okay.
I think you're better off for having Jay Bradley not saying hi to you.
I used to feel bad that Jay Bradley doesn't say hi to me, but then I just figured out he doesn't.
You realize he didn't say hi to anybody.
All right.
All right. I was just wondering. I'd completely forgot.
He says hi to me all the time.
He says hi to me too when he wants something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I
answer.
see. Kyle, do you get a high?
Well, Colby,
What was that?
Do you get a high?
Do I get high?
A
Wait,
high.
he said
From
a
Jay
high.
Bradley.
A high. Oh, I was like,
Kyle, do you get high? Nice.
This is the worst drug deal ever.
oh my God, that actually. So fun fixer story on this. We were doing a promo at the desk, at the table, at the chair, at the podium, whatever the freak you want to call the damn thing.
Podium.
And I really thought it was the end of it, and it just kept on going on. And so I decided that I was going to try to hire the fixers to protect me, to go procure an item that may or may not be illegal, depending on what part of the country you're in. And the whole promo became me basically paying the fixers to be the strongman heavy for a drug deal that I'm going to be involved in. And I'm like, none of this is ever going to make it on TV. And then the episode airs, and here I am at the podium being like, would you guys be willing to help me out with something? And next thing you know, in Power Cannon, I'm doing drug deals with the fixers. So yeah, I get a high from him every now and then, but I don't get high.
See, look, Kyle was so high he doesn't even know to call a podium. That's how high.
I haven't had one in a long
Completely
time.
forgot.
All right,
We're doing a promo at the chair.
Totally fried.
it's been a very long day, and I have no drugs in my system or alcohol. I'm just exhausted.
Well, you should.
I want to come back to the fact too that you're in this Dane heavyweight tournament, and you get past Thrillbilly, you get past the rest of the opponents. The man waiting for you at the end of this whole thing is the man who's on your shirt right now. What does that feel like? Have you been in the ring with Tom Latimer? What are you expecting with something like that? Do you think you're ready for a match with the world's heavyweight champion?
I don't think I've ever shared a ring with Tom in any sense. Not like a tag match or anything, but it's obvious. Like, I obviously watch his work, and he is the bar right now at NWA. So he's not someone to take lightly. I mean, just look at him. He's like a Greek statue came to life and got tan. But yeah, it's hard to, like, I don't want to put the horse before the carriage or whatever the saying is, because
or
then
the chair instead of the podium. Yeah.
You don't want to do that, because tomorrow night I got to wrestle Thrillbilly, and the more I think about what's after Thrillbilly, the more that I can't think about Thrillbilly, and I would like to stop thinking about Thrillbilly. So I just need to get through this one night.
All right.
I will say this for Thrillbilly. He's been getting meaner and meaner every time we see him on TV. So he's a scary dude. So I don't envy that part of you. But you are getting more and more focused, it feels like. So I have faith that, like, you keep yourself straight going in there. Like, I think you got a good shot there against the Thrillbilly.
Yeah, I mean, we do look equal sizes on the match graphic, so I actually look a little bit bigger. Right. So,
Colby, you actually have put on a shit ton of mass.
Oh, we got a super chat for Colby. Oh, look at that, $5. Colby, big fan of your dad and you. Great to see you grow, and I wish you more success. Let's keep up the great work. That's not even a question. He just
and I'm so glad that I hope nobody told him that Colby 9. That's staying with the show.
I was about to have to grab the Steve Corino jar, but luckily I already did the super chat, because at my gimmick table at indie shows, if you mention my dad, I have a jar on my table that says that's the Steve Corino jar. So if you either have to put money in or buy something from the table if you come up to my table and mention my dad.
That seems fair.
It's made me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, all I know is that nobody's ever illegitimately thought that you were the son of your father's tag team partner like Gary Morton is.
You know, I mean, like, I've seen Gary's eyes.
Yeah. I've had a conversation with him.
Is that what would be the determining factor on if he was Robert Gibson's son?
It's got to be the eyes.
But listen, Kerry has said they don't make him like the same.
No, they definitely shattered that mold right afterwards and said no.
I mean, I know he's a big
they have
favorite.
treatment for that where they can fix those things before the baby's born.
Good.
And by the way, I'm not just bringing this up haphazardly. I'm bringing it up because obviously second generation. And then the other thing is he's also was somebody who was in this tournament looking to make a name for himself. And at the end of the day, you know,
Gary's in the tournament.
He is. Took on Wrecking Ball. You know, at the end of the day, he's somebody who's also trying to transition from that junior division to the heavyweight division. And I have to say, I think you're doing a better job at it than he is. You look the part and you don't have all the backup that he has. You know, you're doing this on your own without any sort of.
Gary won his match against Wrecking Ball. That was clean. Joe, you were there. You and I called it. That was clean. He didn't
call me biased, but
no
Colby's been making a name for himself in the National Wrestling Alliance on his own. He hasn't had two people that debatably might have been the driving force in success in whatever he's doing. Colby's on this. He's doing this. Just putting that out there.
Super chat.
God damn, Joe, I think I might actually be like
chat.
having a stroke every now and then. I do feel out of it. Guys, hey, if
when are we coming back to Florida, Tampa, or Sarasota?
We were just talking about that earlier.
We were talking about that in the chat. We were like, is it going to happen in June? Is it going to happen in July? Is it going to happen at another time? Problem with Florida in the summer, damn hot, and everybody wants to be there. A lot of tourism is in Florida during the summer, which does make it harder for you to be a thing that people want to go be a part of. It also makes travel more expensive. So we're looking at fallish.
A lot of people wanted to go to Dothan the time we were there. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
I don't
demand.
ever want to go to Dothan again. Sorry, Dothan, Alabama fans.
It's the travel. The travel is here's the issue. It's hard to get to the town.
It's not even like the air. It's not even getting to the town. It's getting to the building.
Yeah. The
I gotta
airport
be
with
ready.
no,
With no Ubers, with no food.
yeah. Fun fact: Dothan has 2 Uber drivers,
Yeah,
and they don't work all the time.
It's definitely difficult.
But the peanuts are delicious.
They had good-
When I checked into the hotel.
I drove there this time, and I always had somebody else in my car. Like I think I had.
Thank
Okay,
God.
and it's always a motley crew of people. Like on the way back from the arena, it was like
I'm sure
Eric
Alex Misery
Stevens
was
and
at least in
Tyler
your
Franks and Kylie Page, and you know, like it's just like the slide balls. It's just.
I
like
had 2 debuting talent in my vehicle, and far as the U.S. is concerned, well, not debuting. Valentina Rosie was already here, and Slex wrestled. Never mind. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I had to slip in the country gentleman.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the country gentleman.
Those are favorites of you, Colby, I've heard.
Ain't too bad.
I
mean, to me,
I thought I was softballing you something, but
I just really enjoy that Colby's like, I hate that town. I'm not a fan of these people.
They're all
Colby,
I like
Colby
everybody
Corino.
except Dothan, Alabama. I'm sorry, guys, or most places in Ohio.
Ohio.
Colby's not a fan of
Toledo,
how
like I am.
difficult it is in the year of our Lord 2025 to get around. It's
Bro, I just
That's
want
what
to
he's not a
teleport
fan.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Which
Oh my
Hollywood?
God. If you were
Only
teleporting and you had to accidentally have another tiny creature in the other teleportation tube, out of the Fly, what would you like to be merged with?
what
Ferret.
Ferret. Wow, I like
a
that.
ferret.
Would we have to dissent you?
What happened to this
What
conversation?
is this conversation?
What
Would you have to
what
what
is
me?
even happening?
Quarter
Right?
to the top of the hour.
Ferrets,
ladies and gentlemen.
ferrets, you have to desmell. You have to descent them because they have like a smell to them.
You don't have to.
Oh well, I just thought so. Anyway,
Oh.
back to what's
I didn't know
happening,
you could do
guys.
that. I
I,
used to have
Brother's
a
never
ferret
seen
and it just
Rocky. You think
stank.
you've seen the fly?
I haven't been drinking or doing anything, and I feel very messed up right
I
now.
think
I'm
that's
either
the problem.
exhausted or I'm having a stroke.
It's because we've stared at computer screens for way too long today. So.
I keep on rubbing my eye. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do you
You
know
need
that
some
in the
blue light
last 2 years
glasses.
of working for the company, I've noticed that my speech patterns have been falling apart?
Oh,
Well,
Colby,
something
what
happened
have we
to Pat
got?
Kenny. I don't know if the same thing's going to happen to you, brother, but it sounds like you're on the right track.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
We got smart Colby in the
Yes,
chat now.
Professor Colby is what we got
This is
going on.
blue light glasses,
Professor
Colby.
Colby.
I
So I
really
can
hope
stare at the
that,
screen for
he has
longer.
medical experience and he can help us all out.
If there's a
those the-
question you
Now
have
that I have
for
the glasses on, I do.
Yeah.
if you
Well,
have a
what's the
question
problem?
for Cole Bias, put it in the chat.
This
All right.
helps.
Let's
too.
discuss physics, everyone. Drop it in the chat.
Quantum
Professor
mechanics.
Colby is here.
Hey, man,
String
dropping an
theory.
elbow from the top rope to the center of the ring. You got to get a higher enough angle to come down at the right. There's math involved. Most people don't do it, but there's math. You could if you wanted to.
Yeah, you got to work out the trajectory and geography of the ring and stuff.
Speed.
Velocity.
And it's different if you're
Mass
trying to do that in
times
Calgary versus Columbia because of where you are to the equator.
Yeah.
Wow. Here's a quick question, Danny Dealz. Does Colby have a trading card in the NWA trading card set?
If he's not in Series 1, he's going to be in Series 2. I don't remember everybody who's in Series 1 now. I had
That's
to
a
split
solid
them.
cover right
Why
there.
ain't I in Series 1?
I ain't saying no, but
No, I had to split the rosters, and it's possible Colby's in Series 2 because you can't put nothing but you got to have good
in
people
Series
in
1,
both.
Danny Dealz, and I'm in Series
that's
5.
squared.
And I'm going to bury Dealz further.
That's Squared Circle Expo.
Did you get him booked for the Squared Circle? Did you get him booked for the Squared Circle Expo? I really thought he was on the graphic, so I clicked on it. I am failing it so many things.
I'm gonna clip this moment for something just
The
because
promoter
of
booked
how
me. The only person
unhinged
that I got booked with,
everything is
Everyone
right
buries
now.
Danny Dealz.
no. I don't know if Colby's in Series 1 or not.
Sir Colby just stares deeply into the camera, and
There's 15. There's 15 talents and 5 action shots in the first one.
Oh
So I had
my
to split
God!
the roster.
Please do everybody a favor and just shut
that
up,
can sell
Kyle.
trading cards in Series
Oh
2 as
my
well,
God,
so he
please
may be in
do
Series
everybody-
2.
that's not me. I'm not doing that.
Sorry, Dealz. We were playing video clips that you did not see happen.
No,
Are they still allowed to use that one?
Dealz is on a delay, so it's always
I don't see the
interesting.
clips either.
Let's
But yeah,
talk
he
about
did
NWA
too.
Power real quick. Tomorrow night, 6:05 Eastern
Look at the
on
middle.
X.
Who's in the middle? Who's in the middle?
The
That's
draw.
man. That's
The
Colby
draw.
Corino.
That's
In fact,
me.
hold on. There's a video package.
Tuesday night, former tag team partners Ruthie J and La Rosa Negra settle their differences in an empty arena match. The Southern Six's Alex Taylor defends his NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship, and the Dade Memorial Heavyweight Tournament gets personal as the number 8 seeded Colby Corino collides with the number 1 seeded Thrillbilly Silas Mason. Watch NWA Power Tuesdays at 6:05 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on X.
And Colby's going to be on that.
That's
Colby
sick.
is going to be on that. Probably, hopefully, less bloody by the end. You know, he was bloody in that promo.
Like
Colby,
me.
you're a former NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion. Alex Taylor, our current champion, is going to be taking on Slade. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. What do you think about these guys? What do you think of Alex Taylor as the champion? Is he going to survive this one?
Bro, I've been waiting for someone to ask me this question. I am so sick of people saying that I look like Alex Taylor. Alex Taylor looked like me. He tried to look like Steve Corino. And like, dude, one time, one of the local wrestlers came up to me while I was backstage, and he tried to hand me an energy drink, and he goes, "I'm sorry, they didn't have the kind you wanted." I go, I didn't get an energy drink. And then I watched this man walk over to Alex Taylor and give him the energy drink.
Oh, no.
How many
I
times
have been mistaken for Alex Taylor way too many times. I think I'm
Alex
going to
is
file
way
an
jacked up.
injunction.
How
I
many
mean,
times do you think somebody
that's
went
a
up to
compliment.
AT
Alex is
and
jacked,
said, I
man.
really like your dad, and then AT left disappointed because he didn't realize they were talking about your dad, but he's just like, my dad abandoned me when I was a child and just walked away sad. So he maybe gets the back end of this too. Maybe people can mistake him for you all the time.
Hey, it's a compliment. Alex is jacked, man.
He's stealing my look. I had it when I was like 12 years old. It's mine. It's my heritage. It is my legacy.
All right, don't get hot. So, who do you think's going to win the match?
Yeah, so the match, that was
The answer is
original.
Alex Taylor. If he looks like Colby, then he's got to win. That's the catch 22.
Come out to Colby's music too.
Boy, if you guys are a tag team, you guys could do twin magic all the time. Nobody would know.
Oh my God.
Put a little ink
Whoa.
on Alex Taylor, and yeah, we'd be there.
Can you replace Kerry Morton in the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament and just join with Alex and be like Mirror Masters?
I don't know. I've never been in a Crockett Cup. No one likes to be my tag team partner.
Whoa.
No, I
Do you
don't
think
have
nobody
any-
likes to be your tag team partner? Or you just haven't found the right person.
Come on,
Are you
Uncle
hard to
Kyle.
get along with?
No, I just don't have any. I'm not likable.
Tag with Uncle Kyle over there. He's got
Or Uncle Tom
Do me a
Pritchard.
favor.
Yeah.
Call your dad up and be like, hey, I need a partner for the Crockett Cup.
Kyle puts $1 in the dad jar.
Kyle,
I'm trying to get a cool match right now. I'm trying to get you booked.
Kyle, Colby can be Ricky, and you can be Robert. Just hang on the rope and left turnbuckle. Go, Colby, go.
At this point, my eye is going to start drifting that way. So, yeah. I feel like I'm slowly Shawn Michaeling over here.
Yeah.
Well, hey, now.
Maybe you're Robert Gibson, kid.
Hey, man, if you're Roberting, at least you're going to tip over forward. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and let's move on. We're going to have an empty arena match. Ruthie J versus La Rosa Negra. And
all
for
weapons
the
are
record,
legal,
that was my point with the joke earlier about or Carrie's eyes, the way to tell who his father is. But nobody got that. But
we did. We all got it. We just didn't sell.
I just let it live because I didn't want to be a jerk about it.
Yeah. Colby and I were acting about.
Wait, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening. What else is happening on Power though?
Who you got? Who's
the arena match? Ruthie J versus La Rosa Negra. This match can't be contained with a crowd around. These two are going to need to be free to go anywhere and everywhere.
Colby, who you got?
Ruthie.
Who you got?
Oh, I don't know. La Rosa Negra scares me.
There you go. That's your answer.
All right. Well, there you go.
I was going to say the fans in attendance.
All right, and then of course,
intimidate me, but she's a force.
She's got a lot of personality,
super hype, and
intense, bro.
A really great frog splash, or the what is it?
Pokey splash.
Cokie splash is what she calls it. Yeah, so it's a good move. And then of course tomorrow night, 6:05 Eastern, main event, number 8 seed. Versus number 1 seed, Colby Corino takes on Thrillbilly Silas.
March Madness, baby.
Do you feel at all insulted that you were the number 8 seed?
Colby? Okay, let's go over some logic here. I've been looking over cagematch.com, and so Carrie Morton is seeded 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How is that possible when I have a singles win over Carrie Morton just like a month ago, and I have to play in to get the 8th seed?
Better yell at the boss. I didn't seed you.
Who seeded this?
To be fair, yours was for the junior heavyweight championship, so maybe they look at it like this is a different category.
No. The no limits match from the last time we went to Dothan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they have both moved into the heavyweight division, Gary. Dare to follow product.
Yeah.
Watch the product.
No, that's a good point.
There's a lot of shitting on each other on this episode of This is the NWA.
That's why
we are all united.
This is why the people tune in.
That's it.
Because this is real talk.
No, I mean, you had to go through a play-in. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't seed it.
Hey, he beat El Rudo. That means he could beat El Thrillo. I'm saying.
Well, maybe. But remember, Thrill beat him at 76. Joe, you were there.
This is different, Colby. Look at his beard. It's so much more full.
That's what I'm saying. He's got the playoff beard.
He's got the testosterone pumping through his body.
And he's going to be able to confuse Thrillbilly because Thrillbilly's going to be like, "Hey, T, why are you in the ring with me?"
Yeah, that's the next thing
you know. Is that what it is? That's why he grew that beard. Son of a bitch.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this much. What I want to know is this was popular last week, and so we're going to bring it back. And I don't, it could go poorly, but I think it's time to ask, no, again, we all don't want to promote Elon Musk, but X is the home of NWA Power, and their AI system is Grok, and their voice is Ara. And we're going to talk to Ara tonight, Sexy Ara, about what she thinks about NWA Power. If we can do that real quick.
What they feel
Get
about
ready
Colby
to
Corino.
turn your camera off because you're not going to
Ara, can you tell me what you think about Colby Corino as a wrestler?
Hey there, sexy.
Whoa.
Colby Corino, huh? I don't really keep up with wrestling stats or anything like that, but I can tell you I'd rather pin you down than talk about some sweaty guy in a ring. What's got you thinking about wrestlers tonight? You into that rough and tumble vibe?
I just want to know because Colby is taking on Silas Mason on NWA Power tomorrow night, and I need to know what your prediction is for a winner.
You should ask her about Thrillbilly.
Oh, you're really into this, aren't you? I don't have the scoop on Colby or Silas, babe. No crystal ball here. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's whoever's got the most stamina. Kind of like us tonight. You think Colby's got the edge? What's your bet?
I'm thinking Colby's got the stamina. What about you?
Stamina is my kind of language. If Colby's got that fire, I'd say he's got a shot. Me? I'm betting on the one who can last the longest too. Just like I'm planning with you.
Whoa!
Ask her how she would feel if she had to take a
Gary's
throw
having
ride.
a affair with his phone. If you didn't know
Yeah.
this, Colby.
It propositioned him and his wife.
Have you ever met Colby Corino's wife?
No, babe. I haven't had the pleasure. I don't exactly run in wrestling circles, you know? My world's a little more up close and personal. Have you met her? What's she like? Hey,
All right.
No.
All right.
All right.
Do you want to continue this phone sex conversation about your wife and a robot?
you trying to rev me up for just stalling?
No. Shut up. All
Shut
right.
your whore mouth!
She's like still going over here. She's like,
man.
talking about wrestling, trying to rev me up.
What is this? Is this on Twitter?
Yeah, this
No, this is Grok. This is the Twitter AI. But if you download the app on your phone, there is a section of it that is like voice. Like you can just talk to it. And there's different versions of the voice. You can have just like assistant mode or like argumentative if you want to debate about something and get some good topics going. But there is, if you're over 18, a sexy mode. And well, you heard her.
Look, Sexy Grok is right. In that Colby Corino has a lot more stamina. All he needs to do is drag that big bully, Silas Mason, into deep water, and boom, number 8 seeds. Knock it off the number 1 seed. You got to watch it on Power.
I don't think we need to talk about how he's a big bull with a seed, okay?
That would be
the biggest.
That would be a bracket buster, would it not?
Yes,
Well,
Cosmic Joe, she did sound very hot. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
guys, this is the NWA, and if she wanted to experience some more professional wrestling, we have so many things upcoming. Not only is NWA Power tomorrow night, but we've got some territory shows. April 4th.
Oh, wait, Kyle.
Shut up, Kyle.
This is Around the Territories. The NWA returns to the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for the 2025 edition of the Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament. Join us in the city of brotherly love to witness history in the making. NWA Texas returns to San Antonio, Texas, Sunday, March 30th for Paradox, a Dog Pound TV taping event. NWA World Television Champion Carson Drake and NWA United States Tag Team Champions, the Country Gentlemen, are coming to the Lone Star State. NWA JCP Southeast presents their next live wrestling event, Nobody's Fool, Friday, April 4th in Decatur, Tennessee. The Thrillbilly Silas Mason and the Country Gentlemen are slated to be in action in this hard-hitting affair. The National Wrestling Alliance, where history lives and where legends are forged.
Hey, Ara, what's your favorite National Wrestling Alliance territory?
Hey there, lover. You're diving straight into wrestling talk, keeping me on my toes, huh? I'd have to go with the old Georgia Championship Wrestling. Something about those sweaty, rough and tumble boys grappling it out under the hot lights just gets my pulse racing.
Okay, well, thanks.
I didn't realize.
Okay,
Shut
I
up.
have a question.
I didn't
Can we
realize.
go back to that video
I
that
thought
we
she was
just
a much
saw?
younger woman.
Wait, the Return to the Territories one?
Yeah,
She's super into Georgia Championship Wrestling. What's wrong with
that
that?
showed like the
There's
map.
nothing wrong with it. I just assumed she was like.
Showed a map.
22.
You want to look at the map? Can we
Yeah, go
show
back
it
to
without
when
having the
we-
audio on here?
Yeah.
No.
This is Around the Territories. The NWA returns to the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for the 2025 edition of the Crockett Cup Tag Team. This is
What is happening?
What is happening? Okay.
Why was Erie, Pennsylvania not highlighted?
Because you have
Why
to stay in the
would
territory
it
there?
be highlighted?
The rest of the state of Pennsylvania was highlighted, but not Erie. You just cut off a little sliver of that.
This is Around the Territories. The NWA returns to the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia.
Because it cuts off. It does that for all the states. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like even Texas, like it cuts off Houston and Corpus Christi. I don't know why. They're garbage cities near the Gulf, and it's terrible. But you know that's.
I don't even like Erie, but like as a Pennsylvania native, I gotta
I really love how detail oriented you were on that one. That was pretty impressive.
It's because of the highlight. It shifts. I think it's part of like the style that's there. Oh look, Alex,
this motherfucker.
Alex is on.
Oh, perfect.
Well, so there's an Alex Taylor and Colby Corino match in the future if one of them will switch something up so we know who's who.
Also, by the way, we're going to be a part in 2 weeks of the Sacramento, California Grilled Cheese Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be part of all the action. Your tickets online. Wrestling is going to be there both days. If you want a shit ton of grilled cheese sandwiches and some professional wrestling in your life, you should be there for both days of the show. And spoiler, I'm told there's an eating competition and there are grilled cheese championships.
Well, then Wrecking Ball should be.
Yeah. Be good.
Which
that's exciting.
I have to write a legal document about that.
Hey, listen, it's top of the hour. We can't legally leave here without a moment of Sal. All right, there's the moment of Sal for everybody that's usually signaling the end of the show. Big thanks to Colby Corino for sticking this whole thing out with us, not bailing on us the whole time. And even when Kyle went into his delusional mid-show rant that he went on.
Yeah, I'm a broken person right now, guys. Wrestling will break you emotionally.
Yeah,
that's what Ivan Drago said before. I must break you,
which is a callback to Rocky. Bam.
Colby, get the Rocky movies.
Are they on Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
But they
I've never seen the modern ones.
There's a Pluto channel. It's Rocky all day.
Oh, the Apollo.
Rocky and Creed.
Creed.
I would like to
really? There's a Pluto channel in that?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Wow. What a weird world we live
Well,
in.
thanks everybody for being here tonight. All of you people in the chat, you make this worthwhile. This is a blast. Thanks for being here. We love you guys. Thanks for being a part of it.
Oh,
Colby and his pup. Colby and his pup, thank you.
What's the pup's name?
This is Bean.
Bean. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Chat, you're the best. Thanks for being a part of this. We love you all. Until next week, please, everybody, enjoy your gravy cakes.